Hey there, pretty kitties. We're back with more Missy Cat Gaming. Took a break, had some time off, moved to every single piece of furniture in existence. It's okay. We're good. We're fine. We're fine. It's fine. So, where are we going to start today? Well, I mean, obviously, there's only one thing we can be playing right now, because, you know, it's Friday in the afternoon. So, it's West of Loathing. Now, we're going to talk about some channel stuff, because you may have noticed that the channel's a little different. Yes, we reached our goal, and we are now a Twitch affiliate. So, if you want to support me and you really like my content and you really want to support me, you can sub and get all sorts of lovely content that I'm still working on, because this was a huge shock and I wasn't ready for it, so I have not done all of the things. But all of the things will occur. It's just going to take time. So, super exciting. Very exciting stuff. And the other super exciting announcement is I moved all this furniture and I've ordered a partition to make like a little officey thing. So next week, possibly a week from today, depending on shipping and whether or not it makes it here, whenever it gets here, we will have cat cam. Yes, the camera will be going on and we will have some fun times with that. You may also see expansions to the streaming schedule. I'm still working on that, and I may be backing up from YouTube a little bit and focusing more on my streaming. So, nobody cares about that. Nobody cares about the inside baseball of me trying to figure out how in the hell I managed to become an affiliate already and what the hell I'm going to do about it. Nobody cares. We want to play West of Loathing. That's what we care about. Okay, so I don't remember. Okay, so the problem here is that I know I have quests, and I don't remember what they are. Oh, I got a cough. Hold on. Okay. I don't remember what the quests are, so we're just gonna go out and we'll stumble across things and, you know, whatever. That's what we're doing at this point. Yeah, it's story. Nobody cares about the story. We did rebuff already, so that's all done. We can check the mercantile since it's a new day. We're gonna buy the nails just because we're probably gonna need them for something. It usually happens. How much dynamite do I have right now? Do I need to buy more dynamite right now? I have 5. We've been coming across a lot of dynamite, so yeah. Alright. And then we have the hot dogs over here, but I don't think we need hot dogs. So we have some locations, but we've explored most of these. We just have other things that we're also doing at the same time. Let's wander for a minute while I contemplate our existence. Oh, that's one of the things we need to do. You catch a whiff of something that makes your eye water. You trace it to its source. A vividly colored red shape hanging from a scraggly little plant. This must be the southeast western murder pepper that feller the Jewel was looking for. Grab it. Your finger and thumb immediately start throbbing as you pluck the pepper. You toss it into your rucksack before it can do any more damage. You got an item. Southeast western murder pepper. Right back to Darkwater. Amazing. Let's see. Where's that murder pepper? Alright. Gonna go... Oh, it's in the Jewel. Into the Jewel. Poker room. Slop. Kitchen. Alright. You need this murder pepper. Did you find me a murder pepper? Yeah, here it is. Nice big one. That'll last a while. Good going. Okay, so if you're still looking for stuff to do, I need someone to go check my mail. I ordered a new saute knife, but I haven't got time to go fetch it myself. Here's the key to my post office box. Alright. I am now a postal worker. Scrunch, scrunch, scrunch. I'm so glad I'm streaming today. I miss streaming. It's weird when you take time off, but like Wednesday, spent Tuesday moving everything, and then Wednesday I was just completely wiped out. I just did not have anything in me. Okay, well we gotta go to the post office. I'm gonna walk past it like 5 times. It's fine. Post office box. You find P.O. Box 441, the one that belongs to the chef at the Jewel. You open the box and a torrent of junk mail falls out to reveal a knife, just sitting loose in the box. You pick it up. You got an item, sauté knife. Even though you're holding it, you're still pretty sure there's no such thing as a sauté knife. Anyway, it's too thin to use as a weapon, so it's not even worth stealing. Sauté knife. I don't know. Maybe you're stirring the... Don't ever stir anything in a pan with a knife, please. Doug grins as you approach the counter. Oh, that's right. This is hot dogs. We don't need you. We need the Jewel. Excuse me. Oh! It's Cactus Bill! Why is Cactus Bill here? Cactus Bill, didn't expect to see you around these parts. Well, I gotta admit I was a little envious when I saw you leave Boring Springs, and I figured I'd hitch a ride out west to see what I could see. And just look at this place. So much hustle. So much bustle. There sure is a lot of both of those. Hey, nice pot. Thank you kindly. So what's new? Well, to be honest, what's new is a profound sense of longing and loneliness. I'm sorry to hear that, Bill. Well, it is what it is. I was hoping I'd run across a similarly lonely cactus lady out here somewhere. Or failing that, a normal human lady looking to marry a cactus. No luck? Not yet. Of course, getting around is a bit of a challenge, but us cactuses live a long time. I'm sure I'll meet somebody. I'll keep an eye out. Heck, I sure would appreciate it. So, you know, we're gonna set up the Cactus Man. Look, Cactus Bill, he's good people. Cactus. Good cactus people. Have you got my knife? Yep, here you go. Excellent. This will work a lot better than that hammer I was using. Oh. Okay, I only need one more favor from you, but it's the most important. I used to have this recipe for a very secret jerk sauce, but my jerk friend Dave J stole it from me, and then he died and took the secret to his grave. Literally, I mean he was buried with it. You want me to dig up his grave? He's dead, he won't mind. Well, okay. So now we have to go back to the Dave Yard, because the Dave Yard. The Dave Yard. You hear a groaning noise a short distance away and investigate. A cowpoke is sitting against a rock with his leg bent in a way that seems incorrect. What happened? Dang horse threw a rod and I fell off. Think I busted one of my dancing arms. Weird. We'll give him a ride back to Dirtwater. You helped the guy onto the back of your horse and let him a lift back to town. Thank you kindly, stranger. I'd say I owe you one, but it seems doubtful we'll ever meet again, because I'm a nameless NPC. Yay, XP. No problem. Alright. So, we actually should look, because I don't think we're auto... Yeah, we don't have auto spend on right now. So, we should see how much XP. Okay, we only have 53 right now. So... we are... currently, I think we are saving up to, yeah, we're saving up to give us another point in our bean golem, I think. What's the plan? Maybe. I know I keep turning the auto spend on and off, but that is because I'm just very indecisive about whether or not I want to deal with it. Anyway, we were trying to go to the Dave Yard. Thank you, random encounters. As you're riding along, you see braided fuses. Aha! Bunch of dynamite again. Yes, more dynamite, please. Alright, here we are. In the Dave Yard. Dave B. C. Dave J. Here we go. Dig it up. You dig up the grave and pry open the coffin. Instead of a corpse, it contains a garbage bag? Strange. Reach inside. You reach into the garbage bag and are surprised to find it's full of pudding? No, it's not just pudding. It's pudding and motor oil. Who would do this? Keep digging. You finally manage to reach all the way to the bottom of the bag and retrieve a sodden lump from the bottom. You unglob the wad and dry it off, then wash your arm in a nearby ditch. This better be worth it. You got an item. Dave's secret sauce recipe. Just combine these ingredients in a pot and stir and abracadabra. Rap-a-pa-pow. Take this back to the chef at the Jewel. Okay. Back to the chef at the Jewel. Oh, not even gonna have a... No? No. Okay. Straight back, no waiting. Here you go. Got that recipe yet? The one my jerk friend Dave J took to his grave? Yeah, I got it. Hey, thanks a million, buddy. Now my slop will be world famous. Oh, that's right, Hellbender. Here, let me give you a little something for all your trouble. It fell in the slop, but it's still good. You got item. Sloppy chef's hat. This is the hat of a chef who is apparently not a good enough chef to not cook his hat. That's +3 mysticality. What hat are we wearing right now? Inventory. Ghost cowboy hat. Oh, 4 mysticality. Yep, nope. Absolutely not. Just making sure we gotten all of our buffs that we can get. Alright. So now... I know there's a few different things we're going on here. We have the El Vibrato technology that I don't think we have enough to go back to the professor yet. I also know there are more things to discover. Let's go to the store over here and see if it refreshed. And then we may do a little bit more wandering. Alright. Hammer. I think I have a hammer. Handful, does this. I don't have a hammer. You know what? Oh, I'd pick that up. I think that's a good use of our money. We already have a pickaxe. We have a shovel. We have 2 shovels. We can actually sell one of them while we're here. There. Alright. Bar of soap. Can of oil. Yada yada yada. Okay. Now. Oh, let's see. I think we may have enough. I think we needed 40 mysticality for the circus. You know what? Let's just get it over with. Ah. Catch something out of the corner of your eye. A horseshoe rolling down the hill towards you. It stops at the edge of the trail and falls over with a small thump. Hey! Someone calls out. You look up to see 2 figures at the top of the hill about 100 yards away. Would you mind bringing that back? The man yells. We're playing horseshoes. Pitch it to him. You wind up and hurl the horseshoe up the hill. You hear a faint clank and the men whoop and cheer. Guess you got a ringer. Yay, XP. Oh. Alright. Alright, creepy clown part. Fair warning. Yep, gotta... It's this one. This is the one we need. Yep, okay. I'll give it a shot. Give it your all. The clowns start picking cards out of the deck and holding them up with their backs to you. You rattle off their names as fast as he can pick them up. He seems genuinely impressed. That, madam, is so remarkable as to be practically frightening. Looks like we have a winner. Circus show ticket. The show will be starting soon, so don't miss it. Okay. So now, I believe the issue now is that well, we have the ticket, so we need to see when the show's going to start, if it's going to tell us. Later. Alright. So let's sequence with the clown. I know some things, and I'm trying to remember what. There's something you have to do to trigger what needs to happen next, and I'm trying to figure out exactly what it is. Ask a question. Let's see. Can't inspect the egg more closely. Oh, no, it is not get more curses from the mirror. Thank you very much. The mirror is terrifying, and I do not like it. It's not my favorite. Let me go buy. I think I can buy some more stuff from the vendors. Then maybe a lost and found thing still. I think yeah. We're just kind of tepid candy. Alright. Are they actually a foot long? I'm gonna stop you right there, seeing as there's ladies and children present. How much are they? 250 meat. What are the condiments? Okay, I'll take one. Help yourself to condiments. Let's see. Let's take a root here. Here. I mean, I'm stubborn, so I'm not worried about this. I will go ahead and get a... Ooh, okay. I can seal his whistle. Yay! Okay. Hey, where's my swag whistle? Aw, man. I could have sworn I put it down right here. Haven't seen it. Bye! I gotta do something in here. Because I know there's more in... Can we ask him all of the questions? Oh. Does he ever blink? You mean wink? No eyelids. I gotta toss a bucket of water over him once in a while so he don't get too dry. He does look a bit dry, now that you mention it. Yeah, it's getting about that time. Excuse me for a minute. Sure. Oh, so does that mean we can look closer and he won't stop us? Aha! Since the clown's distracted, you take the opportunity to get a closer look at the eggs. You notice 3 things about them. Firstly, they're too large to be chicken eggs. You have no idea what kind of eggs these are. Secondly, they've all been broken and then very meticulously glued back together. They almost look like they've been reassembled after something hatched out of them. And thirdly, one of the eggs features a pattern of red triangles that you recognize. It's the same as the clown version of yourself that you saw in the mirror earlier. You quickly step back as the guard clown returns. He gives you a fair amount of side-eye, but doesn't say anything. Ugh. Super gross. now we have the... We have the slide whistle. What are we supposed to do with the slide whistle? You've stolen what is probably the only source of real joy in that clown's life. Ugh. Well, I mean, clowns are bad, but... You know what? We're just put the slide whistle in the lost and found. If it will let me. I didn't lose anything. What's the prize? Oh, that's right. We don't want it. We already got one of those. I remember things happening and those things are not happening now, so it's confusing. It's not a big deal. Let's do this again so that we can look at these eggs. Again, that tears it. These clowns aren't regular people dressed up as clowns because they're some kind of clown carnival tradition. These are for real demon clowns, like the ones in the old stories. You are basically in a clown hive. And this is bad. Real bad. And if they figure out that you know about them, real bad. Uh-oh. This is worrisome. Oh. Ticket, please. Ticket for what? Barnaby Bob's Stunt Spectacular. Here's my ticket. Okay. Go in. Show will start soon. He enters the stage area. Cool. Okay, yeah. Hell clowns, here we go. Yikes. These bitches must be from the audience. Have a seat. You take a seat, and a smattering of other patrons appear and sit down as well. After a minute or two, there's a crash of cymbals, and a clown runs in from the backstage curtain and jumps up onto the stage. In contrast to the other clown's colorful clothing, his is relatively simple. Black wool trousers and a bright crimson shirt under a pale tan leather fringe jacket. A pale tan leather jacket with fringe on the sleeves and a red heart painted on the shoulder. His face paint is plain white without any colored accents, contrasting his curled black mustache and thin goatee. A snappy silk top hat with a rakish tilt tops off his outfit. He doffs his hat, bows with a deeply theatrical flourish, and the small audience claps politely. We clap. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen, thank you, and welcome, one and all, to Barnaby Bob's perfectly normal traveling circus sideshow. I hope you've been enjoying the attractions and distractions of our little traveling carnival, and now it's time for our star performance, the main attraction. Ladies and gentlemen, put your hands together for... A loud drum roll starts as he gestures to the curtain, and then the cymbals crash again. The clown puts his hat back on with a chuckle. Me, Barnaby Bob. We applaud. Much obliged, you're far too kind. Why, I haven't even shown you anything yet. With a laugh, he flips a large Bowie knife in the air. You didn't even see where he pulled it from. The knife glitters as it spins. He catches it and flips it in the air again, this time catching it and balancing on its point on the tip of one finger. He holds that pose very still for a moment, then jerks his hands out of the way. The knife thunks into the wood of the stage floor, deep enough that he has to give it a jerk from side to side before he can yank the blade free. He winks broadly to the audience. Wouldn't be any fun if they weren't sharp. If they weren't sharp, would it, ladies and gentlemen? He pulls two more knives from the act and bids against a flashy and elaborate knife juggling act. 3 spinning blades somehow turn into 4, and and then his hat is added into the mix, floating lightly through the cascade of knives without a single scratch. He finishes the routine by catching 2 of the knives in each hand and allows his hat to fall nearly to the ground before catching it on the tip of his boot and kicking it back into the air and onto the top of his head. Ah, now there's some applause I believe I've earned. Let me tell you, ladies and gentlemen, it took a lot of hats to get to where I am today. He chuckles as he adjusts his hat back into its original rakish tilt. Now for the grand finale. For this, I'll need a volunteer for the audience. A few hands go up. Barnaby Bob ignores them and looks directly at you. How about you, madam? Okay. Good. I'd like a brave one. Step right onto the stage here. Your name, please? Mizzy Cat. It's a real pleasure to finally meet you, Mizzy Cat. Step onto the stage. A couple of clowns haul a large wooden panel about 7 feet tall and 4 feet wide onto the stage. They stand it up vertically behind you and stay there, holding it steady. It has 2 holes in it slightly above waist level and a lot of knife marks. Press your back flat up against the wood, please, and put your hands through the holes. You do so. The holes are just a fraction too high, so it's not very comfortable. And then one of the clowns pulls your arms back tighter and ties them together with rough hemp, so it becomes much more uncomfortable for a variety of reasons. Don't worry, this is just to make sure you don't make any sudden unexpected movements. We wouldn't want that, would we? Fret not, miss. Everything's under control. He steps up to you, close to you, and adjusts your collar, brushes a little dust off your shoulders. My control. You know, Mizzy, we get a sharp customer through here from time to time, but my, you're the sharpest I've seen yet. However, I'd bet a shiny silver dollar I got something up my sleeve that's even sharper. His pupils narrow to vertical slits as he grins at you, revealing rows of pointed yellow shark teeth. As he turns away, you can see that the heart on the shoulder of his leather jacket is drawn with an arrow through it, and the word Mom. It doesn't look painted on. You struggle a little, but your arms are too tightly bound. The rough hemp digs into your wrists. Barnaby Bob strolls to the other end of the stage and turns to face you. Now, don't you worry. This will all be over soon. Just don't move. He has a knife in his hand again and gives it a few twirls and flips. Light reflected from the blade glitters in his eyes. Then, without warning, he hurls it at you. Thunk! The knife hits the wood before you can even blink, a hair's breadth from your left ear. Stare him down! Barnaby Bob grins at you as the crowd applauds. Another knife appears in one hand and an apple in the other. He tosses the apple to one of the stagehands who carefully balances it on top of your head. Time for the old William Tell routine. Bit of a cliche, perhaps, but there's a reason it's a classic, eh, ladies and gentlemen? You take a deep breath. The crowd watches with rapt attention as he flourishes the knife, spinning it and flipping it behind his back. Then, faster than you can register, thwack! Cold apple juice dribbles into your hair and down the back of your neck. 2 for 2, what do you say, Mizzy? Shall we go for one more? Sure. Isn't she a good sport, folks? Barnaby Bob pulls another knife and gives it a quick stropping across the pale leather sleeve of his jacket, then whips a colorful spotted handkerchief from his pocket and blindfolds himself. This time his smile is much colder. I advise you to watch closely, Mizzy Cat, since you're the only one of us who can. Watch closely. The crowd laughs, but you don't really hear it. The knife spins in his hand. Either because of the adrenaline or because he's actually moving slower, you can see the motion of his arm as he throws it. He twists his wrist in an odd way that you don't think he did before. The knife is flying at you. The knife is flying directly at your right eye. We are not cowards. We are not cowards. Much. Don't move. The knife, incredibly, swerves at the last possible moment. Thunk. You can feel the wood shake from the force as it stabs into the board. The metal is cold against your right cheek. The audience erupts into cheers as Barnaby Bob removes his blindfold and pumps a fist triumphantly. One of the stagehand clowns unties your wrists and helps you get your arms out of the holes. Bob takes your hand and raises it into the air victoriously. Well now, ain't she a good sport, folks? And as brave a target as I've ever had. Take a bow, Missy Cat. You'll take a bow. You bow to the cheering crowd, carefully keeping your eyes on Barnaby Bob. He bows as well, moving his hat with an elaborate flourish. He takes a slip of paper out of it. And as a token of appreciation, I'd like to give our star volunteer a gift. A year's supply of dynamite. Use it in good health. As he hands you the coupon, the clown leans in close to your ear and whispers, "This was the only warning you'll get, girl." You got an item. Coupon for a year's supply of dynamite. How did he know? Barnaby Bob waves and blows kisses to the crowd as you climb down from the stage. And then he disappears through the backstage curtain. The audience gradually disperses. Whew. Well, we lived. He threw knives at our head. Ooh. This little trailer is probably Barnaby Bob's office. The wagon is old but well maintained. A brass plaque on the door reads Barnaby Bob, confirming your suspicions. Knock on the door politely. You knock on the door. Come in, Barnaby Bob calls. You open the door and walk into Barnaby Bob's office. He looks up from his desk, surprised to see you. You? Here I thought I made myself perfectly clear the last time we met, and yet you knock politely and walk straight into the lion's mouth. You are either extremely brave or extraordinarily foolish, girl. Both, I might hazard to guess. I've got some questions I need answered. And you think I'm going to answer them? If I didn't find you amusing, I'd have banished you off the face of this earth for what little you know already. I appreciate that, but I just can't leave this situation unresolved. What curiosity you did to the cat is going to seem like a Sunday picnic compared to what I'll do to you if you anger me, Missy. Go ahead and ask your questions, but bear in mind I already gave you your fair warning. Who are you? The clown smiles sarcastically at you. Why, I'm Barnaby Bob. At your service, ma'am. You know what I mean. And if my estimation of your intelligence was not entirely off the mark, you already know the damn answer. You're wasting your time, my time and yours, and you have precious little. What are you plotting exactly? Bold as brass you are. If you think I'll answer that, you've got another thing coming. Don't try my patience. What are you doing here? Straight to the heart of the matter. Well, now I had you pegged as a clever one, so why don't you tell me? You're here because of the cows. Perhaps you've got a brain rattling around in that skull of yours after all, girl. That's correct. The cows came home, as you say, and we followed them. Why? Why? Don't disappoint me now that you've impressed me, kid. Think about it. Your age-old enemy that you've been fighting since time out of mind ups and leaves. No farewell? No postcard? Wouldn't you want to know what the hell was going on? You don't know? Dear, oh dear. I've gone and said something I probably shouldn't have. Missy, you are treading on some dangerously thin ice right now. I hope you are thanking your lucky stars that I consider you to be essentially insignificant. I can hear those gears ticking in that 3-pound dog's dinner you call a brain, miss. Now it's my turn to ask a question. How are you going to convince me that I shouldn't just make you disappear like a fart in a tornado? Well, make it good, Missy Cat. Make it good, because you get one chance at this. Alright, so he's not going to be threatened by the fact that we have friends in high places. By the way, we don't, but he's not going to be threatened by that. I don't think he needs me. I think that the answer is that he would be a waste of your time. I think that's actually the answer here. He possibly needs me, but I don't. You need me. Do I now? And what, pray tell, do I need you for? My freak show is plenty full. There aren't enough of you to be an army. You're just a scouting party. You're a reconnaissance. You're here to gather information. Yes, and you can't do that efficiently. Not the way you guys look. You stand out too much. You need a human scout. Don't you play games with me, little girl. You are talking to Barnaby Bob, Duke of Hell, and I can make your worst personal nightmares look like a choir of softly singing angels. I'm serious. Look, I'm not your enemy, the cows are. And if you're after the cows, not humans, then you aren't my enemy either. The enemy of my enemy? Can't imagine we'll ever be friends, Bob. But so long as it's mutually profitable, I think we can come to an arrangement. You promise to leave the people of this world alone, and I'll tell you anything I find out about the cows. I don't remember doing this last time. This is exciting. I gotta hand it to you, kid. You may well be the first human being to ever leave old Barnaby Bob speechless. We got a deal? Alright, I agree. We won't make any trouble for the humans. You bring me anything of interest you find about the cows. Hell, if it's good, I might even pay you. Good. You're a smart gal, Mizzy Cat. You better be smart enough to know what'll happen if you double-cross me. Mama didn't raise no fool. This is accurate. Shout out to my mother, who I know is not watching this, but is so supportive, even if she doesn't necessarily understand what streaming is. Okay. Good for her. He shows you the map on his desk. There's a location circled in red, not far from Dirtwater, marked Tannery. This'll get you started. There's an old tannery a ways south of here. I've sent a few of the fellas there already. Go and have a look. You find anything worth seeing, you let me know. One thing. You are strictly undercover. I will not be telling my boys about you, not that I could easily get a message to the ones out in the field anyhow. If you need to defend yourself against them, well, so be it, and good luck to you. New map location, Danny's Tannery. Okay. So now we're working for Hell Clowns. We're working for Hell Clowns. Sounds great. Love it. No. Probably not the best thing. It's fine. Let's go to the tannery. Aha. Smoldering hole is the habit of the southeast western coal snake. We're gonna thrust one upon it, because we haven't fought anything yet today. And, I mean, we're not really gonna fight anything now. Yes, no, you're correct. Working for the clowns is better than being eaten by them. Danny's Tannery. Here we are. Sounds like there's a lot of fighting going on inside the tannery. Instead of the regular fighting sounds you're used to, like shouting and gunfire and chairs being broken over people's heads, you hear a lot of ghostly mellowing and shrill cackling laughter. Sounds like a real bad scene, in other words. Enter the tannery. As you enter the tannery, the second thing you notice is that the place has been abandoned for years, probably since the cows came home. A lot of the equipment is wrecked, and all of it is covered with dust. First thing you notice is that there are a bunch of rodeo clowns in here fighting with, well, they aren't clowns exactly. They aren't cows exactly. They're more like the possessed skins of cows. That's a little strange, because you've seen people wearing, for example, cow leather chaps. You've never seen anyone being attacked by their chaps. Maybe there's something about the tanning process that makes leather impervious to possession, and these cow ghost whatevers are untanned hides. In any case, the clowns and the cows have seemed preoccupied enough with their fighting that they haven't noticed you. At least, not yet. Alright, so, ghost cow, and clown here. Hey Pete, what's up? Strange showdown I've ever seen, and the most dangerous. Well, I ain't so sure about that. Alright. As you approach the clown and weird cow leather ghost thing, they take notice of you and stop fighting while they process its development. The clown, fortunately, seems to decide he hates cows more than he hates you. The cow, unfortunately, decides it hates you more. Hate it right back. A skin cow probably is immune to spooky damage because it's a ghost. So we're gonna do hot damage instead. Yes, with all of them. And then Pete, just go ahead and take care of that for us. Thanks. Yep, you Beat the cow, but the enemy of your enemy is apparently not your friend because the clown decides it's his turn to be on the right side of the screen. Okay. Well, now we're gonna fight the rodeo clown. And we're still gonna do the same spell because it does so much damage. The beat slinger is kind of broken. And then we're gonna hit this. And then what happens? He gets hit in the face. That is not nice. So that's one clown and one cow down. You hear a lot more fighting going on in the rest of the tannery though. So that pat on the back will have to wait till later. Yay! Hellbender level 4. We do even more damage now. Yeah, okay. So, we've got lots and lots of stuff going on here. Oh my goodness. Door's locked, which is probably just as well considering the ruckus you hear on the other side of it. Okay. Your attempt to sneak up on the cow fails, assuming you were even sneaking and not just moseying over. Look, game, don't call me out like that. Maybe I was moseying. There's nothing wrong with moseying. This is, don't razz me. The cows appear all too willing to add to your face to the list of faces they hate. And then turn their attention from the clowns, who jump on this opportunity to get the jump on their ancient enemies. Alright, join the fracas. Let's get in here. 38 cold damage to all enemies. That's pretty good. We're gonna do that. So that's one down. And then lantern. There's that. And now the cow can't get to me to hurt me because there's clowns and stuff in front of me. We're gonna have to kill them next because they're not just gonna be friends with me. True to form, the clowns who were fighting on your side in that fight betray you. Damned clowns. I feel those damn clowns. Alright, so if we do the 38 and 40, and part of me thinks that the lava fob is a better idea just because our overall throughput is going to be better because it takes 4 AP to cast the it takes 4 AP to cast the wizard for the AoE, and then that basically removes our options for later. I'm just gonna go ahead and do this. I want Pete to do that. That is so rude. Why are you so rude to Pete? Don't be rude to Pete. There we go. Yeah, that'll definitely be there. And you're gonna kill Pete? Nope, he's still alive. We didn't kill Pete. It counts. Doesn't matter if he's only got like 1 health. We didn't kill him. Doesn't count. Alright, it feels kind of strange to be fighting alongside demonic clowns, but I guess war makes strange bedfellows. Please ignore the fact that I just used demonic clowns and bedfellows in the same sentence. 80 XP. Oh, they're gonna level up Bean Golem for us. Yeah, I mean, I'm just gonna leave the auto one on forever. I can't wait until we get safe Kraken. That's like my next goal. Ooh, this scene has the makings of a real brawl. Not only does one of the cows have a nasty look in its eye, nastier than typical I mean, but one of the possessed cowhides is stretched on a tanning frame, which makes it stronger somehow, I assume? Bring on the brawl. Alright, we are going to do the AoE in this situation though, because there's 3 of them. Now we knew that the cow on the tanning hide, the cow on the tanning rack was going to be harder, so we're going to hit him with hot damage, see if we can set him on fire. Ooh, actually hit me, even though it was only like 4 HP, nobody cares. Yeah. Honestly, I'm just gonna do this because they're gonna kill this guy. So, I need to work on this guy down here. Oh wait, I mean I kill him. Yeah. And then Pete, yeah, to take care of it. Bam! Good job, Pete. Guess what? The turns clown on you. The clowns. The turns clown on you. Pleh. The clowns turn on you after all the cows are all dead. This is not surprising. Creepies. Alright. Ooh, that one's got a lot of health. Ugh. I guess we're gonna summon our friend. Maybe he can help us out a little bit. And then I'm gonna summon a skeleton. Yeah. Okay. And then I think we'll just the AoE, and then we'll have all of our friends attack. You missed. Excuse me, Mr. Skeleton. I did not bring you back to life to be a failure. You need to. You died in one hit. What a wussy. Oh, this is not going well. I'm not encouraged. I think we're gonna soften some of these targets a little bit here. Yeah, no, I don't like the laugh. I don't like it at all. Just gonna go ahead and make it so that really can be one shot by almost anything. Let's see how many of them we can take out before they take us out. No, Pete! It's alright, Pete. I will finish this. I will avenge you. Yeah, I'll avenge you, Pete. This guy's gonna hit me, but he's not actually gonna hit me because I'm buffed all to hell. So it's really just me slapping him in the face with the bone. Phrasing. And then, yeah. Okay, we win. Yeah. Oh, look, now it's level 2. Ooh, what a mess that fight was. What a mess the floor is afterwards. At least now you're free to poke around the scenery. Take that nasty clown's knife, and oh, look. They also had a key. So, varmint skin and knife, we already had one of these. Nobody cares. Tannery backdoor key. Okay. Let's check, yeah, we're gonna check the bones. Oh. Tannery Saint Rage key. What the hell is that? Okay. Lime. Newer bones over here? I don't think we can search these bones. Alright. Let's go through the back door. Oh boy. Oh geez. This is not a good situation to be in. You quickly hide behind some old tan hides. Huh. Is that why they're called that? There are 3 clowns out here, each armed with a nasty looking knife. One of them is licking his knife, and the sound makes you think that maybe he's literally sharpening the blade on his tongue. They are facing down 2 of the stretched hide cows, and a monstrous thing that looks like an entire cow skeleton draped in flayed cow skin. Listen in. I bet you lot think you're real clever, breaking through to the human plane. Did you think we wouldn't follow you? No. Did you think you'd find a weapon here to use against us? Or are you just trying to escape? No. What? You take that back. None of them seem to have noticed you. It looks like you can sneak back through the door if you're really careful. You know, I don't want to sneak back through the door. I want to kill them and take their things. This might get us killed. You only live once. When they see you, the clowns and cows stop hissing and mowing and posturing at each other. Hey, who the hell are you? Candygram? Blazing Saddles reference. No! Uh-oh. Now's our chance. Get him! Uh-oh. Alright, the clowns are on my side, but these are like super strong. I wish I hadn't used a lot of our dynamite last time, but that's okay. A powerful cow and then the ungulates. So this is gonna be rough. This is gonna be a rough time, but that's okay. We're gonna summon our V Golem. This is level 2 now. Of course, there's nobody in front of me. Amazing. And then we're gonna do our beam shield. I'm not gonna do the AoE. Even if I wanted to, I wasn't gonna do it just because it it would have taken up too much of our AP, and I want to have the ability to do stuff, so I think let's poison our targets, since we have chemical bullets and they're not ghosts. So that'll help. We poison them, and then we can get some hot damage, and that'll be good. That's why we have so much stuff hanging around. Dynamite. You know, we're gonna wait on the dynamite. We're gonna do some work on all this stuff first and see if we can get through this without using all of our resources. It's really gonna depend on how much we can get from our helpers before they get hurt. Okay, so the Ungulates are immune to poison. Now we know that. And that's fine. Oh, the bean's much better. That's good. So they're gonna pretty much take that one out, which is awesome. So now we have just the powerful cow and this guy left. And I'm working on the powerful cow, so we're gonna do another lava. Split out. And then they're gonna hit that one. I'm gonna have bash damage up here. Yeah, they keep missing me right now, and I think it's just the shield, maybe. Yeah, no, this went really well, and I didn't have to use all of my resources. So, that's good. Oh, and we still have to fight the clown, so that's gonna also suck. Go ahead and cast our last victory. As predictable as ever, the clowns turn on you once you've helped them defeat the cows. Sigh. Alright. So, 80, 59, 91. Alright. We're gonna focus down. First, we're gonna summon our friend. And then I'm gonna summon a shield. And then we're gonna focus down this guy in the middle because he has the least amount of health. So we're gonna focus him down first. Because I think... No, we can't quite, but we're gonna actually pep talk ourselves as P, because that's gonna make us a little bit less likely to just roll over. Yeah, so that makes a big difference. That's a lie, actually, apparently, because this one's really strong. No, it's not. He has 13 health. We could do stupid damage and stuff. We could just hit him. I think we're just gonna hit him. Yeah, I mean, he did specifically tell us, you know, I can't tell, yep, 5 feet. He's like, I can't tell them out in the field that you're working for me, so if you see them, you need to defend yourself against them. Which is totally understandable. I mean, how exactly you would be able to alright. Yeah. It's our last point. And then, hopefully, the shield is gonna keep doing its work to keep us from getting murder faced. So, now we just have to get through this clown who has a lot of health. We're gonna do 1 stick of dynamite just to weak him up a little bit, and then yeah, we're just gonna see what we can do. This will poison your black target by 5. 5 poisons. 5 units of blood. Yeah. Let's go ahead and poison him. Gross. Super gross. Okay. And now we'll just do this stuff. We'll do the melee since it does a little bit more damage. And then he's going to take 5 poison damage every turn. So we don't have a lot of items, so I'm not going to go too crazy with it. It's just going to be boring for a second while we swap blows, but he can't actually hit me because of my shield. Well, I mean, I shouldn't say things like that because that's the moment he will hit me and just murder me in one hit. But that didn't happen, so we totally didn't get punished. Ooh, it's a good thing clowns hate cows more than they hate humans. That fight could have gone way worse. Fortunately, it seems pretty unlikely you'll run into any more animated, leather-clad cow skeletons on your adventure. Right? Moxie level 8. Okay. It is about the top of the hour. I'm gonna run an ad real quick while I take some water and stretch. And then we will be right back in just 1 second. Alright. Water, stretchies. Oh, so good. Run my little ads. Let's get into this stuff here. See if there's anything we can steal. This must be a storage shed. It's locked, but maybe the key you found could open it. Oh, there's a person in here. Okay. Let's see. A pile of loose boards. Build a crate. Hammer and nails, okay. It's a crate. Open it up. You've got items. Wait. How did I built that I have... First of all, no. And secondly, I have questions. Okay. There's a guy back here hiding behind a barrel. He isn't very good at hiding. Hello? Oh, thank God. You aren't one of those horrible clowns. Nope, I'm Mizzy. Mizzy Cat. I'm Grady Tanner. It's a good thing you arrived. I couldn't have held out for much longer. Are you actually a Tanner? Or is that your surname? Well, both. What are you doing in here? Hiding? What I mean is, why are you hiding in here? Because I don't want to die. ... Look, what's your story? Well, I was scavenging for tanning materials. Cow's bane ain't as easy to get a hold of as it was in the old days. But while I was searching, those cows showed up, and then those clowns showed up, so I locked myself in here to hide. What's cow's bane? It's an herb used for tanning leather. You can't grow it in large batches anymore because cows show up and wreck the place. So there's other stuff we generally use for pig leather and so on. It's not as good though. Cows wreck your herb gardens? Yeah, if you're growing more than about a flower pot's worth, they get wind of it somehow. They hate the stuff. Can't figure why. Here, I've got a few extra seeds you can have. Be careful with them. Got an item, packet of cow's bane. How long have you been in here? 3 or 4 days. I'm starving. Cow's bane's poisonous, so I've been chewing on this old leather hat for sustenance. Seriously? Yep. Want some? No. Well, I took care of the clowns and the cows, so consider yourself rescued. Wonderful. Thank you. As soon as I get a new shop set up, you can count on me for any leather goods you need, and the first one's on the house. You wouldn't happen to know where I might set up a new shop, would you? What happened to your old shop? Care to guess? Cows? Yep. There's an empty lot in Burgerwater you could probably use. Great, I'll head right there. Thanks a million, partner. I owe you one. No problem. So now we'll have a new vendor in Dirtwater. And we're probably supposed to take this packet of cow's vein seeds to Barnaby Bob. So let's go ahead, because creepy circus music. As the trail curves through a patch of marshy ground, you catch a whiff of something worse than swamp gas. It's a stanko-bove, cow's skull floating in a cloud of noxious vapors. It saw you even before you smelled it. Attack it. A stanko-bove. We're gonna just, throw some stuff and hit some stuff and they try to breathe fire on me. Nasty fire. Gross. There we go. Get out of here. Give us XP. Yay! Lava Baba level 3. We got cow fangs. Brass bull ring. Yay! Alright, Bob. I have limited reserves of both time and patience, so I recommend you waste neither one, Busy Cat. I've killed some cows if you're interested in bounties. Wait, we're gonna check in the tannery thing in a second. We're gonna see that. Yes, I will be delighted to pay you proof for your kills, Missy Cat. Let's see what you brought me. Oh, so all the cow fangs we get, he'll give us meat for them. And our brass rings, too. Well, now I'll have to fashion myself a necklace or something, I suppose. Anything else? There are 2 brass rings. Ah, the shine of gold, made all the shinier by spite. Well done, Missy Cat. Alright, so then, I checked out that tannery you mentioned. Did you now? And what did you discover? A bunch of animated cow hides, plus a whole cow skeleton with leather just sort of draped over it. They were able to animate the leather. That's interesting. Though not wholly unexpected. There's more to it. There was leather there that wasn't possessed, and we'd know if they could animate any old leather, because people's hats and stuff. I think it's just untanned hides. Well, now that is information worth knowing. How nice it is when an arrangement works out to mutual benefit. You gain 250 meat. And there's more where that came from if you could tell me more about this tanning process. There's a plant called cow's vein, and they use it in tanning leather. Apparently the cows hate it and attack anyone growing it. Fascinating. This is valuable information indeed. If you can provide me with a sample or even a supply, I will reward you handsomely. Well, here's the seeds. You hesitate. Barnaby Bob will surely give you a lot of meat for these seeds, but depending on your priorities, there might be better uses for them. We'll think about it. That's all for now. We will consider whether or not we're going to give him the cow's vein seeds. Because we may need them. Oh, it's a skeleton. It's a skeleton. I mean, it is. You smell it before you see it. A skeleton trudging towards you, covered with mud and muck and smelling like garbage juice. It must have crawled out of some horrible bog nearby. And if the skeleton smells this bad, the bog must be unimaginable. So it makes sense that even a skeleton would want to get away from there. Fight it. A Smellington. Look, I was right. I didn't even have to... A Smellington. I was on target. I'm amazing. Amazing. Alright, and we'll just go ahead and do this. And he's on fire. And he does stench damage. And we don't care. And he's dead. Goodbye. You won. Now to wash every part of you that even came here that day. Wary level 2 gives us more AP. And we got a bunch of skeleton pieces. So, back to Dirtwater and check out that new shop. You notice trails of burnt vegetation off the side of the trail, which can only be one thing. A hellcat is grazing nearby. We have to kill it. Hellcats. Just gonna take care of that. Thanks. You got Putrid Cow Bile. Increases your Moxie by 11 and your maximum AP by 1 for the rest of the day. And we got Extra Thick Leather. Leather taken by force from one of the lesser of the region's demonic cows. Moo. Alright, let's go check on... I like that I ran past that person and she's like, this hat gives me hay fever and I hate it. Okay. Well, hey there, Mizzy. Welcome to my shop. Looks like you've got yourself set up pretty nicely. Sure have. Here, let me give you a little something as thanks for helping me out. Have a sharpening strop on the house. Increases the damage of your melee weapon by 3 to 4. Oh, okay. Oh, thanks. Show me your goods. What do you got? So, it's a lapel pin that gives us more pistol attack damage. And some pants that are giving us more spell damage. I don't know what we're wearing in the pants department. Phrasing. What are we wearing for our... curse pants. 15% spooky resistance and 2 armor. I like these pants because they have 2 armor and they give me 5 spell damage. So we're gonna do that. Those are gonna be good. We're gonna equip them. And we're gonna end up probably upgrading out of the Sir Beefus weapon at some point soon. So I kinda wanna wait until we have a better weapon, and then we'll use the sharpening strop on it. Okay, so we've got the scenes. Let's wander a little bit, see if we can unlock any other new areas. Ooh, abandoned crate. Sulfur match, dynamite, and a can of oil. And then we'll go and do the railroad so that we can open up the next area. Cool. Alright, let's go towards the railroad camp. Some thwack noises lead you to the sight of a goblin chopping down a large cactus. When it sees you, it waves its axe at you, threateningly, and makes angry sounding noises. Hey, it's a human person. Hey, human person, away you going. It's my cactus that's mine and not yours. Talk to it. Hello? How are you? I will not your cactus taking. Good, yes. Good, hello. Why are you chopping a cactus down? Why? What a lot of uses. To building, to burning, to eating. Little toothpicks. Ask if it has any food. Do you any food to having? A food, yes. A guffin I to having. What's a guffin? Goblin bread. It is grey, and damp, and grey. Here. I was going to try and convince you to give it to me, but I'm not sure I actually wanted to wanting it. Sorry, you to having now. Yours. You got item. Guffin. A wad of some kind of goblin bread. It doesn't look very appetizing, like a soft gray potato. Increases your nothing by 0 for the rest of the day. That's amazing. Well, okay. Railroad camp. Here we are. It's the Manifest Destiny Railroad Company. Why are we still stopped? Shut up. This guy should never be part of the switch. He's too busy playing with his watch to get any work done. Ask him where he got it. Say, that's a nice watch. Where'd you get it? I bought it from this gal what runs a store down south of here named Buttonwillow McSomething. Oh yeah, I know that store. Yep, real nice store. Real nice watch. He goes back to filling his watch. Okay. You approach the beleaguered-looking man with the tiny glasses. Howdy there. I know, it's so good, but I need a bonus to my nothing. Who's in charge of this outfit? If I'm being charitable, I'd say that fellow over there in the white hat is the foreman. He points at the man next to the huge pile of rocks. And if you're not, he smiles. Then I'd say that paper-backed idiot over there in the absurd white hat is the fellow you're looking for. Alright, thanks. Hello. Hi, are you in charge? I was wondering if there's anything I could do to help. Do you want to know something? I love trains. Oh? Ever since I was a little boy. Huge, magnificent, roaring iron beasts. They were magical to me. Like dragons. When the opportunity arose to take on management of this rail line, I jumped on it like a shot. And you know what I learned? What's that? Organizing and building and running one of these operations is the most amazing pain in the ass you will ever imagine. You want to help? Congratulations. You're the new foreman. I'm going home to play with my models. So now we're the foreman. I guess I'm the boss now? The man looks you up and down. Well now, I suppose you can't be any worse than that last clown. Extends his hand. Name's Smee. I'm your assistant. And what's the situation? Well, I'm sure you didn't miss seeing this giant pile of rocks blocking our path. The surveyors say there isn't any other suitable mountain pass, so we can't reroute around it even if we had the monks it'd take. Any ideas? Well, by my calculations, we can dynamite it clear without too much trouble. Problem is, it'll take a lot of dynamite. A whole year's worth, I figure. We used to keep that much on hand, for emergencies such as this one, but a pack of goblins sold it all. Sneaky little varmints. Alright, I'll get it back for you. Glad to hear it. The goblins are holed up over in Gustavson Gulch. It's a real rough place. You might want to spend some time getting the lay of the land and honing your fighting skills before you head that way. Especially if you plan to go in guns blazing. We don't need that specific dynamite though. Any you can lay your hands on will be fine, so long as there's enough of it. I'll look into it. Alright, so we could go to Dynamite Dan's and buy a year's worth of dynamite with our coupon from, what's his face? Barnaby Bob. But, we could also just go over here. You notice a campsite off the distance that appears to have been very comprehensively trampled to ruin. You discovered a new map location, destroyed campsite. Well, we're gonna go there first. Knapsack seems like it's taken a lot of abuse lately. I'm gonna blow up everything. That's what I'm gonna do with 2 years worth of dynamite. I'm gonna destroy everything in the game. This knapsack seems like it's taken a lot of abuse lately. Most of the contents are trash from being stumped on. You do find a dented can of potted meat though. You also notice the knapsack has a knife sheath strapped to the side. You don't see the knife anywhere. Got an item, potted meat. Nothing says quality like meat in a can. Rather, nothing claims quality like the label on a can of meat. That's pretty good. Okay. This tent is a real mess. It looks like it was trampled by a whole herd of cows. There's something odd about it, though. This campfire has been thoroughly stomped on and kicked. Someone was real serious about fire safety. Yikes, you think maybe this used to be a person? Wow, gross. Looks like wolves been at this feller. Not cows? Well, maybe it was cows what chewed them, but they don't usually chew on the bones. Take a closer look. What's this weird white grease around the chew marks? I don't know, and I ain't sure I want to know. No, hang on. I am sure I don't want to know. There are cow tracks leading away from the mangled corpse. Probably wouldn't be hard to follow them. Follow the tracks. Follow the cow tracks for 100 yards or so, after which they stop suddenly. There doesn't seem to be anything of interest nearby. Well, darn. Okay. A more thorough inspection reveals dust and footprints on the tattered canvas. Cows don't typically wear boots. Ha! Since you have a reason to believe these tracks may be a fake, you can either follow them or head in the opposite direction. Go the opposite way. You head in the opposite direction for a half a mile and discover another camp. This one occupied. You approach the camp cautiously and realize the campers are rodeo clowns. Ugh. Well, that solves that mystery at least. It looks like there's 3 of them, unless there are more hiding. They don't seem particularly on their guard, so you could probably get the drop on them if you wanted to roll in ambush style. Barnaby Bob said he wasn't going to tell any of the other clowns you're working with him, so it seems like your choice is either to attack them or play dumb about the whole circus thing. You know, I know we've approached the camp and talked to them and everything before. I'm half tempted to just ambush the camp and murder them, because they're clowns, and we're trying to make different choices. And a different choice for me would be to just roll in and murder all of them. So, yeah. Okay. Alright, so there's a barrel. That's going to be a little bit of an issue. There's 4 of these clowns. So that's also going to be a little bit of an issue, but... So the first thing we're going to do is we're going to cast Great Northern Blizzard, because it's going to do a lot of damage and it's going to get rid of that barrel. And then we're going to have Pete. I should have done my shield before he died. Pep talk himself so he does not immediately die, because I'd like him to live more than one turn. Alright, I knew that was gonna hurt. So, we want our mean shield. Yes. And then we'll go ahead and summon our mean golem. We have more action points now, which is lovely. And then the one in the back with the most health will move. Like that. And then we will have kill the guy with the gun. This hurts. And then those guys are going to do that. And then we will just shoot this one. There we go. Okay. Well, that's one pack of demonic rodeo clowns that won't be troubling people anymore. And boy, did you not expect that to be. Okay, we're going to start over. Well, that's one pack of demonic rodeo clowns that won't be troubling people anymore. And boy, did you not expect to be thinking that sentence today. That is accurate. Alright. Look through their stuff. Poke around their campsite for a bit, but you don't find anything of value apart from the leader's knife and a ticket to the circus. Well, the harmonica maybe, but that clown had his lips all over it. Ugh. You got a knife, clown knife. Oh, here's our new melee weapon. The blade of this hunting knife is glistening with clown spit. Ugh. People who lick their knives to look intimidating are basically the worst people. And then we got the circus ticket. We don't need that. You also find a note in one of the lead clown's pockets. Ew. It seems to be orders to check out an abandoned tannery not far from Dirtwater. It's probably a bad guy to let these guys wander around the town. A bad idea to let these guys wander around the town, so maybe you should investigate. So those are all the tips that we've already done. So simple 3-man tent, which probably sleeps about 40 clowns. And then there's a fire here. Can't put it out. We're gonna equip our new knife, and then I think we're gonna use the sharpness drop on it. And now our knife does like 15 damage or something. It's crazy. Love it. Baseline. So we were getting distracted because we were going to Galveston Gulch. Ah! You hear a dry cough behind you and turn to see a skeleton dressed in a moldering old tuxedo and silk top hat shuffling towards you, gesturing angrily with his walking stick. Funeral lily filled to his lapel is gilded, as are all of his teeth. Guess what he was trying to take you with him. Let's lend a sympathetic ear and see what we can get without boxing. Or something I can help you with, sir? The skeleton hisses and chatters his teeth at you, gesturing vaguely with his cane. Since you don't speak skeleton, nobody can, because because they can't speak. You have to figure out his complaint from context and body language. And it seems to be something along the lines of, I'm rich and dead. How come all of these poor people get to be alive? Where's the justice in that? You nod and make sympathetic noises in the right places, and eventually he runs out of steam. He throws his lily on the ground with a bah, like cough, and shuffles away. You got item gilded lily. You know, they say this is not a thing you should do, but it looks pretty great. So it's a +3 Moxie gilded lily that goes on our lapel. And we got 10 XP. Okay. Alright. This looks like a goblin town. We could theoretically just murder everybody in the town and take their stuff. This is a hard call. Because, like, I feel like you get more XP doing your skills than wanton murder. Oh, excuse me. But I always do the negotiation skill option. I never do the wanton murder. So that's like, is it worth it to do the wanton murder when I know that I should level up? It's I feel like I'll get more out of it if I talk to the goblin and negotiate everything. Oh, hello, Sophie. Are you going to come and visit with Mom? Hi. Sorry, everything has to pause for a moment. Sophie has decided that he must sit with me in the place where my keyboard was. So, we're just gonna adjust our things. Here we go. There you go, son. Is that better? Oh, that's true. I can give myself a break from reading. That would be nice. And to get very dry when I play this game. Alright. Alright, Sophie. Let's get into it. We're gonna murder some people. We're just gonna attack them. Alright. Top-hatted Gulch Goblin. He's got 61 HP. We can one-shot him with a Lava Follow because it's leveled up. And he's dead. Hopefully we're not ruining everything by doing this. It's totally fine. I'm sure it's fine. You reduce that top-hatted goblin to a pile of very fancy mushrooms. The gulch is your oyster now. Gulch oysters. Gross. The sign says nothing interesting in goblin. You hear it quite rustling, as though a single goblin were rummaging through a crate filled with straw. Go in and beat the straw out of it. Yeah. Hello, trigger-happy Gulch Goblin. We're literally just going to one-shot all of these goblins because we are so much stronger. But we're also going to get XP for it. And that'll give us another level in Bean Shield, which is so good. Sophie, stop being cute in my lap. Just think, folks. Like, next week, probably, we're going to be able to see him being cute in my lap. Oh, and giving him scritches. Rotten. Can't wait to get my partition. I'm going to decorate it. It's going to have cat stuff on it. So excited. You dig through the crates the goblin was rummaging through. But there's nothing interesting in any of them. Rats. Okay. What about this house? Library. Loose at the door. It's quiet inside. Go inside. The shack is filled with crude bookshelves. Bookshelves, in turn, are filled with crude books. 3 titles catch your attention. So very complicated numbers. How to bird noise. Alice going into a seeing glass. So this is how to whistle, probably? Oh. No, I guess not. This book is an extremely detailed treatise on the sounds that different birds make. You probably wouldn't expect to learn how to do an accurate great crested grebe impression from a book, but that's how detailed it is. Okay, so very complicated numbers. All you can tell about this book is that it concerns extremely high-level mathematics. You don't have the vocabulary to understand any of it, called out by the game, but accurate, and probably still wouldn't if it was written in English. Your brother would love it. Alice going into a seeing glass. This popular children's novel has been translated into Goblin. Jabberwocky still reads pretty much the same. Oh, It brillic being and toves of slithing did in a wave gyring and also gimbaling. Ew, mask gross. Okay, stop browsing. So, what else we got here? You listen at the door but don't hear anything. Check out the inside. Ah, rats. Looks like the door is locked. We don't have a lockpick right now. We have to go make some. Storage. There's no sound. The shack is filled with thousands of tiny cabinets, each one labeled with a number in Goblin. Get a random drawer. Goblin Gulch lollipop. Keep looking. Goblin sandwich. Goblin trousers. Random drawers. Okay. Red herring storage. You hear a couple of goblins rustling around in there. Sounds like they're doing something really important. Interrupt them. Ooh, they are casters. Gulch Goblin Fish Wizard. Do spooky damage. And then he's gonna smash him with the lantern. For a chunk. Man, that knife is really intimidating looking. Let's use that. Stab it. Bam. You gave those fishmongering goblins what for? Oh, yeah, bean shield. You look around the building, but it turns out to just be filled with rotting fish. Okay. Sign says Mayor's house. You don't hear anything inside. The shack contains a bed and a desk. Investigate the bed. It's made of cactus logs with a blanket made of woven together cactus needles. That can't be comfortable. The desk. The desk is strewn with folders. You notice one that says Important Secrets on it. Read the important secrets. You learn a variety of secrets, though the only one that's actually pertinent to your circumstances is that there's a spare key to the treasure cave in drawer 69105 in the storage hut. Nice. You got an item. Gustavson Gulch Treasure Cave Key Spare. Okay. What's this back here? Theater. You press your ear to the door and hear someone delivering what sounds like lines from Hamlet, except in Goblin tongue. From this vantage point, you also notice a sign next to the door reading Backstage Entrance Here It Being, with an arrow pointing to the back of the building. I mean, we're doing all of the fight options, so... now we're fighting Hamlet, aka Goblet. We're gonna stab him because it seems thematically appropriate. And then we're gonna hit him with the lantern, which is not fun. Close the goblins on the curtains on the goblin's final performance. We got a dramatic goblin skull. Alas, this. The rest is silence. Cafe. Listen at the door, don't hear anything. Door is locked. Never mind. Alright, that's 2 needles. 2 needles that we need so far. Guard barracks. You hear a bunch of gruff goblin voices gruffly griping at each other inside. Guns blazing. Alright. AoE! Does anything live? Yes. Heat. Bam. So now we've got left is the chef up there that we will immediately kill. There we go. You win. That'd show them if they weren't dead now. You got the item. Oh, it's another key to the treasure cave, and we got Goblin Mezcal, which is booze, and, you know, more meat. So, I'm sure that this is the treasure cave. Yes, treasure cave. This door to remaining locked at all times. Sadly, this door is locked. Unlock it. Head inside. Oh, there's a bunch of goblins in here. This goblin is paying more attention to their book, Goblet, than you, but you're pretty sure you aren't going to be just waltzing on by. Fight them! AoE. They have lots of health. This might actually take a hot second. We're going to give ourselves a pep talk. Because really, anything that will keep Pete from getting murdered in a single turn is helpful. Missed. I say this, and then Pete gets almost murdered in a single turn, so. Bean shield. Task spell. There we go. Alright, Pete. Just hit something and it's okay if you die. I don't hold it against you if you die, Pete. Because they like to hit you because they're rude. Alright, and then the bean. Misses. Rude. Alright, now all we have is gun and knife. So we'll use our gun because apparently our knife's only gonna do like 1 damage. It's okay. Pete's gonna die, but you know, he's living for the cause. It's alright. I believe in him. I believe in Pete's ability to stay alive for a hot second. I mean, he's gonna kill him something. And that's gonna make it valid. So, there. Oh my goodness, is Pete gonna actually survive this fight with like 1 HP again? Pete's a monster, let's tell you what. Look at that. Nope, you won. Guess those goblins should have spent less time standing around here and more time standing around somewhere else that you didn't want to loot. That's accurate. Alright. Cactus chests. We need to we need 4 lockpicks now. We're gonna go make some lockpicks real quick and then come back and loot this. Because, you come over here to the silversmith, you can actually make needles. If you make silver bullets, and then you can make needles out of them. So, we have that silver wedding ring, that'll make us 2 bullets. We also need bullets for other things. But, we definitely need needles right now, so. Alright, now we have 6 needles, so let's go back to the gulch. Ah! You find an abandoned crate, which has mine stuff stenciled on the side, which is the worst grammar you've ever seen, even in a time and place notable for its poor grammar. Open it up. You pry the lid off the crate and help yourself to the contents, which are now your stuff. You spike a thermos of coffee, dynamite, and a can of oil. Sweet. Alright, so now we have multiple doors that are locked. So we're going to hunt around and find them. Ah, here we go. Looks like the door is locked. Dang it. Make short work of the lock. You enter what turns out to be a cafe, and reconstruct a few cups of chicory from the leavings in various dirty cups and sinks. You stop to wonder why a cafe wouldn't be open at this time of day. You see a schedule posted on the wall, and sure enough, it says someone named Gene was supposed to be working this shift. He always was a shiftless layabout, that Gene. Got an item, goblin chicory. Okay. Alright, and that means that the other one is probably over here. Not that one. The one that, one of the, you could listen and hear nothing. Here we go. Pick the lock. You enter what turns to be a delicatessen. Help yourself to what turn out to be sandwiches. Probably. Goblin sandwich. This is both a sandwich for goblins and a sandwich where the meat is goblin. Gross. Alright, let's go open all these treasure chests. Because we got many treasure chests. Alright. Pick the lock. Almost 1,500 meat. That's really good. It's full of jewelry. You got an item, Goblin Engagement Ring, Goblin Tiara. Okay, Goblin Tiara is sturdy, but man, oh man, is it ugly. 2 armor, -2 moxie. Goblin Engagement Ring, it's shiny. Distractingly so. +5 spell damage, -3 pistol attack damage. Okay. Open this. 1200 meat. Aha! This one looks heavy as well as pointy. Hey, wow! It contains an entire year's supply of dynamite. Nice. An item, year's supply of dynamite. So now we have the dynamite from here. We're gonna actually go up to Dynamite Dan's and we're gonna get the dynamite from him too. Oh, we've rounded a corner in a box canyon and find ourselves face to face with Pyro Bove and we're boxed in. Extra hot Pyro Bove. Can't use hot damage on it. Good thing I've got Spooky. Goodbye. Oh yay! Level up. We got a roasted cow tongue. A lot of people don't like the idea of eating something that can taste you back. Believe me, nothing about this particular cow tongue is going to change their minds. And then we got fangs that we can turn into Bob. Alright. A year's supply of dynamite. We have a coupon. We should not have to buy. We do have a coupon, don't we? Wait. Maybe we have to redeem it in our inventory. Coupon! Here we go, yep. Redeem it. Find the nearest authorized dynamite retailer and trade the coupon for explosives you crave. Got an item, 1 year's supply of dynamite. Alright. Contains enough dynamite for a whole year. Open it. We should let the railroad guys open it. No, but I have my own. I want a year's supply of dynamite. Are they gonna take both of them from me and then I can't have all the dynamite? I'm gonna be a little bit sold. Not that I paid for any of them. Because I didn't pay for any of them. Alright. Any luck finding a year's supply of dynamite? Passengers are getting restless. Yes, it's 3 years worth. Also, it's almost 5K. Come on, Sophie. It says, I'm coming back to your lap, Mom. I got up and I left, but I've returned. Come on, settle down. Oh, fattest cat. Thank you. Oh, I love you, but you're fat. Okay. Any luck finding a year's supply of dynamite? Yep, here you go. Good. Perfect. This will do the trick just fine. Hang back for a bit while I get the fellas to set up charges. And I'll let you do the honors. Smee consults with the other workers and they inspect the rocks for a time. Eventually, one of them shrugs, pushes the whole crate of dynamite up next to the rocks, and wires up a detonator. Alright, let her rip. Wait, don't you have a longer detonator cable? Nope. Tot. Don't worry, you'll be fine. Just give me a 3 count before you hit the plunger so I have time to get under the train. Great. Yeah, alright. It's time to do it. Oh, what the holy heck is that thing? Ooh, look at that. It's a golem. Big stone golem. We're ready. We can fight this. There is a very large and angry looking thing. Guy standing here. Apparently it's a little peeved at having a year's supply of dynamite blown up next to its butt while it was sleeping. How are you going to handle this? Okay, so we can fight it. Fair. Fight. We can magic it away with 20 mysticality. We can outfox it. We're going to go with outfoxing. That's what we're going to go with. Hey, listen, sorry about the whole dynamite thing. We didn't know you're alive-ish? Anyway, it's just as well we woke you up because you picked a really bad place to nap. Question mark? This is a pass through the mountains, and it's a natural windfall. And that plus desert sand means this place would be an erosion nightmare for you. You'd be worn down to nothing in just a few hundred years. You need to find somewhere on the leeward side of a mountain, where you'll be protected from the wind. The creature seems to understand. It nods and thanks, then trudges away. 45 XP. No work involved. All in a day's work. Amazing. Well now, that's as fine a day's work as I've ever seen. Much obliged, friend. We'll be getting the rest of this track laid down and head out now. Here, I'll mark our route on your map for you, in case our paths happen to cross again. Discover new map location. Thanks, but can't I just ride the train? Got a ticket? ... Ha, just kidding. Of course you don't. Every seat on this train sold out. Sorry, boss. Goodbye. And now we can get through the mountains. We're gonna wander for a second because you could probably get some new stuff open, and we may go back to Dirtwater as well, but we could go to the professor and see if we have enough. I don't think we have enough of the... I have to look at my inventory. Before you can react to the sudden howling, a ghost train surges over a hill and roars past, just missing you. 3 skeleton train robbers arrive just behind it, and barely avoid colliding with you by pulling hard on their reins. The train vanishes in the distance, and the robbers seem really annoyed by your interference. Alright. I'm not afraid of you, train robbing skeletons. You are nothing. I mean, you're dead. You defeated the skeletal train robbers. I mean, the ghost train robbers. I mean, the skeletal ghost train robbers? I mean, yeah. Okay. Yay, lots of stuff. Nice job. Let's go to see, the professor, actually. Aha! Spot the crumbling remains of an old dairy ranch on the horizon. Butterfield Ranch. Let's go. Oh, look, there's a cow! There's a cow here. You're gonna have to deal with this cow if you want to explore this area. Okay. Hell calf, here we go. You wanna do this? And then feet will do this. And it's dead now. Banish that demonic cow from this realm. Get thee hence, little doggy. Rosy cow tongue. Extra thick leather. Hooray. Alright. There's a rope tied to the fence post here. Grab it. Got an item. Length of rope. Haystack. What? Everything's kind of... There's a barn. There's a butter churn. You have 1 bottle of cow's milk. Make some butter. You got an item. Infernal butter. This is some tainted cow's milk that has been rendered somewhat safer by churning a lot of the evil out of it. Increases your speed by 3 and your maximum AP by 1 for the rest of the day. Okay. Let's check this. There's something buried in the smoldering embers. Ow! Ow, ow! You got a red hot poker. Why, I reckon I hardly know her. It does hot damage instead of physical damage. Not as good as our clown knife. You notice some words carved into the side of the outhouse. Curly was here. Wait a second. You recognize that name? Curly. Curly Butterfield. The legend of Curly's meat. Looks like maybe this outhouse is worth investigating. Luckily, you don't have to actually go inside the outhouse. Just once you open the door, you find a map scratched onto the inside of it. It appears to lead to Coleridge Mine, just west of where you are right now. There's an inset map of the mine itself, with a big X scrawled between 3 strange triangular icons. Curious. I think those are probably the things we need for the professor. We need lockpicking 2 to get into the barn door. Let's see where we are in that. There's 78. It takes 400 to level that up, so we're not going to worry about that right now. That's fine. To your horror, you see that every single cow in the Butterfield dairy herd is now an ungolith, an infernal cow spirit bound in stone. They're not dangerous unless you get near them. We're going to walk among them. Big cow spirit. Cow spirit thing. Extend the herd a little. Not enough. It can never be enough. Menudo geode. Sometimes a pocket of intestine remains behind when a cow undergoes the transition to an infernal ungolith, and you get one of these. A stone sphere full of boiling tripe. Gross. Gross, 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 gross. So I guess these are, yeah. This is an infinite fight. We can't open the barn yet. That's fine. So we do have that L vibrato trans. Yeah. We don't want to shut it off. I think we need more scraps. We're gonna go to the professor's house because that's where we were going. Nest of baby rattlers. Just give myself some more free XP here. Hi, Sophie. Okay, yeah. We need 5 piles of scrap. Do you know anything about ley lines, actually? I don't hold much of that mystical mumbo jumbo. It's very unscientific. But it does come up in my research from time to time, so I can give you a basic overview. You can draw some curving, intersecting lines on a piece of paper, and explain how they relate to local geography and so-called mystical forces. It's pretty interesting stuff, and makes sense considering what you already know about magic. Thanks. So that actually goes in our... necromancer journal. So, west of the mountains, using your ley line diagram, you narrow the location of the necromancer's lair down to a handful of possible locations, based on the unseen currents of energy that riddle the land. Cool. So we're getting there. But we do need more El Vibrato scraps. Okay, so let's go to Coleridge because Butterfield was sending us there. Yay, more mine stuff with more dynamite. Ooh, a lodestone ring. Lodestone is a rare mineral that is magnetically attracted to meat. It's a real treasure to a prospector and a real nuisance to a butcher. Plus 20% to meat gains. That's pretty good. I'm gonna have to put that. Also, it totally took my year supply. Oh, no, there it is. Oh, 1 stick a week. But I just got 52 sticks of dynamite. I am no longer worried about anything. It's a lot of dynamite. I dig it. I dig it. Alright. I think... Let's see. Ah, that's right. I have a rope now because of the curly. I guess curly. Tie a rope to the crossbeam. Sure is dark down there. Climb down. Alright. We got a meat vein. Mine it. We got 60-something meat. Here's the spot Curly's toilet notes mentioned. Dig. Weird. There's a compass buried here. You got an item. Curly's compass. This was Curly Butterfield's compass, but that dude must have always been lost, because this thing points every which way but north. Examine it. The compass needle is pointing generally northwestish. Well, we'll have to see. Mining all of the nodes, because we want all of the meat. Yes. Ooh. I want to stop looking at the spiral right now. There's some swirly spat in here. An exposed meat vein, throbbing and pulsing. Warm. Region. Got an item, unrefined meat nugget. This cart looks like it's only partially real. Leave it anyway. Yay. Okay. Black fluid oozes from the vein. Scabrous mass sits below it on the floor. Take the fluid. Unrefined meat nuggets. This cart is vibrating. A slit runs the length of the meat vein. Reach inside. It goes further than you expected. It's warm. Going. You're up to the shoulder when you feel it. A beating heart. Rip it out. Unrefined meat nugget. Spiral makes you uncomfortable. This car is frighteningly normal. 159 feet. Looks like this guy should have picked better friends. That should be a little bit better. Okay, cool. Nothing on the skeleton. Alright. Yeah, the mines are weird. Sometimes the sound in the mines can be a little bit wonky. Oh, a nearby hissing sound alerts you to the presence of a snake. Or at least something that sounds like a snake, which turns out to be a goblin, cooking flapjacks on a flat and baking hot rock. This grayish batter sizzles as the goblin pour out some more, and then they look up and give you a surprised look. Hey, what? What, a human? Hey, what's doing out here, you? You into thieving flapjacks, maybe? No. We'll talk to it. Be calm. I will not jack your flaps. ... Did I say that wrong? I will not flap your jock jams. To flapping? Please. What use of wanting? Ask for a spatula. A spatula, wide and flat. I needing one of it. Am. To giving, will you be? This spatula of mine to giving you. But how is to flipping my flapjacks? I could teach you a bean slinger flipping magic. Interesting to hear about it. Okay. We'll to training a spatula for magical lessons. Teach them a lesson. Teach a goblin a simple magical cantrip to flip cooked foods over with a snap of the fingers, and they happily give you the spatula. You got an item, Gulch Goblin Spatula. +4 spell damage. Okay. I'm gonna see if the compass triggers out in the world. Oh, more stuff on the side of the road. Always. Lasso. More. Cures poison. Okay. Spy a burnt out ranch house on the horizon and pull Unis up to investigate. There's nothing much of an interest above ground, but you find a locked door leading down into presumably still intact room cell. Pick the lock. Once you're inside, you're not sure why they bothered locking it. Picked clean of everything but a tiny amount of food and an even tinier amount of medicine. We got sarsaparilla, cat's eye candy, blood building tonic, and surgical jet. Okay. Let's see. We head down toward the river. Now. We know that we need a bunch of El Vibrato fragments. So we're probably going to have to go out up to like Humming Cave, see if we can spawn anything in there, and if not, we're gonna have to wander until we get attacked by enough El Vibrato shit so that we can have the fragments. Oh, look at that. Your El Vibrato beliefs, and you follow signals. Of course you do. Why wouldn't you? One reason why you might not is it led you to a hulking robot that can easily pound you into scrap. Oh yeah, we're killing it. That's not big. That's fine. That's no big deal. We're fine. We're fine. We're fine. Me and Pete, we got this. Oh, look, he's on fire instead. Nope, it didn't kill him. Alright. There we go. So congratulations, you successfully destroyed a priceless ancient relic of a bygone and forgotten age. Yay, scraps. Okay. Alright. Well, we still can't really do anything in here. Okay. So yeah, we just need to wander. Half full of old dynamite. Yay, more dynamite. We didn't mean to do that. We weren't trying to do that. We were trying to wander. Okay, game. Alright. Alright. Two scraps from that. Very nice. Alright. I'm going to run an ad for a minute while I get some water. So I will be, since it's the top of the hour, and I will be right back with you. Okay. I think we need one more. I think we need one more El Vibrato fragments. But we're gonna try to, we're gonna kill everything that we run across, because it's gonna give us more XP, and we're all about more XP. We actually have gotten to the point where we have enough action points. That sounds really cool. Oh my goodness. More milk that we can make into butter and infernal soul fragments. Probably can turn that into Barnaby Bob too. A wispy, tattered little bit of infernal cow spirit just hanging out on this side of the pail going. Alright. And then extra thin leather. Okay. Extra thick leather. Let's head down toward the professor's house. Oh, a nearby cloud of dust turns out to be a bandit on a horse, riding hell for leather for unknown reasons. Well, I know them, but you don't. You pull up your horse alongside hers and match her speed. Hi, what's up? Where's the fire? Get bent and or lost. Warned her about riding too fast. You should be careful. There's a lot of geomighty activity around here. What? The rest of her sentence is cut off as her horse trips over a gopher hole. It goes down in a snarl of flailing limbs and dust. You catch her meat house out of the air as miscellaneous loose possessions fly out of the tumbling cloud. Them's the breaks. You gain 39 meat. Sweet. Alright, so we're gonna wander from the professor's house. See if we can get any more El Vibrato. Whatever. Oh, look! Bundle of dynamite. More dynamite. We're gonna fight, like, a big bad, like the necromancer or something. I'm just gonna throw dynamite at it. Oh, it's a ghost train again. I'm just gonna throw, like, 20 pieces of dynamite and just murder it. Unfortunately, this is what we need to do to continue on in some ways. So, it's fine though. Doesn't take too long. We'll end up needing more scraps and stuff like that, but that's fine. Yay, we leveled up. Okay, so that should be enough scraps actually. But we don't want to. There we go. Let me go in the professor's. Okay, professor. Yep, got him right here. He ambles over to the strange contraption in the corner of the room and begins to tinker. Great. Let me just... Yep. Okay. This'll do the trick. Let me just get this running and then you'll be able to grab a keystone from it. It'll take another 5 scrap for each one you need. Are you familiar with the lost Dutch oven mine? Grim place. But that's where I found the chassis for that fabricator, wedged behind an unusual pile of rocks. Seems like a good place to start hunting. Alright, I'm on it. So we need to go back to the lost Dutch oven mine. Ah, well, this is unusual. In this wooded area out in the middle of nowhere, the goblin has constructed a little lean-to with a rough wooden counter. It looks like something a kid would sell lemonade out of. Instead of lemonade, they've got a display of shiny bits of jewelry. Hello. Many hellos to you, good human. Are you to having interest in a fine example of goblin jewelry craft? Look over the display of jewelry, which in usual goblin fashion is cobbled together from bits of scavenged materials. They're shiny materials, though, and charming in an outsider art kind of way. Did you yourself these to making? Oh no, mine skill is to selling only. These I am buying from goblin artisans, and the savings to passing along to you, a customer. Examine the merchandise. On closer inspection, most of the jewelry on offer is rubbish, but you do spot a few rings that are rather nice looking. The goblin notices your interest. Rings are 100 meat for buying. Buy the elegant ring. Thank you. So thanking you. Here it is. You got the island. Goblin lead ring. This ring is made entirely of lead. It looks pretty nice, but it's definitely giving you some kind of brain poisoning. More moxie, less mysticality. Okay. Whoops. I need origin so bad. Alright, so we know we need our stink resistance for this. Let's see. Let's do... yeah, our sweet smelling flowers. That'll probably be good enough. I seem to remember that that's enough for us to get in here. Stench is barely tolerable. The lockers are all unlocked. You've looted them. You got an item, miner's pants and gas mask. Could have used this 5 minutes ago. Okay, so we could put on the gas mask, but we lose a bunch of stats. So we're just gonna keep the sweet smelling flowers on us for now. Also the pants. No, not that great. Okay. The miners must have eaten down here to avoid the stench upstairs. Grab what's left. Glove drops. Yay. And plum pudding. Okay. Oh, there's a spittoon. Hold on. Mining supplies. Yep, all sorts of good stuff. Alright. Okay, here we go. I don't know what kind of tobacco these miners are chewing, but it must be extra corrosive, because this brass spittoon has a hole eaten through the bottom and dark stains underneath it where the spit leaked out. Although oddly, it doesn't seem to be leaking now, and it's half full. I guess the miners plugged the hole with something. Inspect it. It's a spittoon. It's disgusting. You can practically see the stink lines coming off of it. Come on, let's not do this. Inspect the spittoon. Aw, jeez. Fine. Okay. You crouch down and take a careful look at the filthy spittoon. The inside is blackened with years worth of stains. The death broth inside is a rainbow sheen like a parking lot oil spill, and occasionally a little bubble pops on the surface. You can actually feel a slight warmth radiating off of it from whatever dire chemical reaction is taking place in there. You realize you're holding your breath, not deliberately, but from the human body's natural instinct for self-preservation. Inhale. Imagine someone made a big pot of chili con carne and left it under the porch. 3 rats crawl into the pot, eat half the chili, and then die. A week later, a family of cockroaches takes up residence among the writhing maggots. The cockroaches smoke thick black cigars, which they light with tufts of burning human hair. That's what it smells like. Search it. Fortunately for you, the rainbow-colored film on the surface of the liquid coats your hand as you plug it into the toxic stew, keeping it from being immediately dissolved down to the bones. The smell intensifies, and your stomach prepares to hose the poison off of your arm with a high-pressure stream of vomit. Keep searching. Your fingers touch something at the bottom of the spittoon. Better pull it out fast while you still have something to pull with. Pull. You pull the world's most disgusting pair of pants out of the spittoon and jump back as the hole at the spittoon's bottom, now unplugged, begins to leak steaming filth. Your congratulations. You are now the proud owner of the worst object I have ever been paid to think about, narrowly defeating a leather bondage harness made from the skin of a clown. You got an item, spit-soaked pants. +2 armor, +2 speed. Gross. Okay then. Nope, the elevator mechanism's all rusty. Oil it. You emerge from the elevator into a deeper shaft. By the light of your lantern, you see exposed meat veins on nearly every surface. It's unusual there would be this much readily available meat left in a working mine. What were they digging for, if not this? Curious. Well, we're gonna dig out all this meat. Because more meat. Also there's a guy. Hey! This guy's totally out of it. He's gibbering and drooling and doesn't even seem to see you. Try to talk to him. Hey buddy, are you okay? Blah 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 blah. Okay. Uh-huh. You wave to your face and in front of his face, but he doesn't react at all. Broken pickaxe. Was one of the miners digging with his helmet? Ugh, looks like a miner died trying to dig deeper with their hands. Okay. An ominous ladder leading down into a deep, dark pit. Climb down. This gym is pretty, but it smells terrible. Distracting. You got an item, a fluvius emerald. If this gem is half as valuable as it's pungent, you're in the money, and you should probably wash your hands before you spend it. Gross. Okay. Skeletons. Finger bones are all splintered. You start to feel very uneasy. This guy seems to have gnawed off his own hands before he died. Some hair on the back of your neck stands up. This guy worked his fingers to the bone digging, and then worked his bones to the marrow. Heart is pounding. Gouge marks are dark with blood. You have to get out of this pit right now. As you get near the rocks, the voices in your head begin screaming too loudly to ignore. You have to get out of this pit right now. Fine, fine. Nope, let me out. Alright, fine. Okay. We're not ready for this mine of doom, I guess. Which is fine. We're gonna go to the new railroad camp, and we're gonna do some exploring over there. There we go. As you're riding along, you notice a side trail leading towards a gigantic cemetery. You jot the location down on your map. You discover a new map location. Reboot Hill. Go check it out. Yes, Pete. Is your partner. What's happening, Pete? Say, there's a mine ain't far from here. I bet you'd like to see. What do you mean? Is there something strange about it? Yep. I ain't gonna spoil it, though. Heh. You discover a new map location. Soup stock load. What do you think we should do next? Well, if you can't think of anything else to do, if you can't think of nothing else to do, we can always head over to Smee's new rail camp and see if he's got any new problems need solving. Okay. Alright. So this is Reboot Hill. You see the ghost of an elderly woman holding flowers. She seems lost and depressed, above and beyond what's expected for a ghost. Howdy, ma'am. Is there something I can help you with? Oh, it's so awful. I can't remember. I can't remember at all. Let's start at the beginning, okay? Well, you see, I had 4 daughters. They married 4 brothers, the Smith boys, and after that they each had 5 daughters of their own. Unfortunately, I outlived every one of the 24 of them. You know you're a ghost, right? Oh, yes. In fact, I died here in this graveyard, where they're all buried. I came to visit them. I suppose suppose my poor old heart finally gave out. That's not the problem, though. 95 years is a pretty good run after all. So what did you forget? I brought this bouquet of flowers to put on my favorite granddaughter's grave, but I can't remember which of them was my favorite. I'm so ashamed, and I can't bear to leave until I've remembered. I see. Well, maybe I can help you figure it out. Oh, thank you. I'd appreciate that ever so much. No problem, ma'am. Can you remember anything about your granddaughter? Well, I'm quite certain her first name ended in a vowel. Anything else? I remember I was 40 when I was born. Oh no, 37. Or was it 42? It must have been somewhere in that range at least. Okay. Oh, her first name was longer than her last, just like mine. Okay. She's not buried next to any of my daughters. Ooh, she passes the same age as poor Becky, who is always in such ill health. There's so many hints. There's so many things. Becky. Lois, Leslie, Penelope, Patricia, first Becky Smith. Wow. Alright, so there's two Beckys. One of them died at 16. And then the other one, oh my goodness. You know what? We're gonna leave this for now, because I've already been streaming for over 2 hours and my brain is like, I cannot with that right now. I'm gonna need a notepad. Yeah. We will come back to that with a notepad. Let's go to this mine. Ah, you know, this spot looks mighty familiar. I think I came this way when you spent those months kind of wandering around in a daze. When you what? Nah, that's a story for another time. Pretty sure I carved my initials on one of these rocks, though. Aha! It shows you a boulder with OP chiseled into the side of it. Your initials are OP. What do they stand for? Old Pete. Oh yeah, of course. Pete has grown stronger. Okay. Yay, meat. These lockers have been pretty picked over from the looks of them. We searched them. Can of oil, can of kerosene, okay. Oh, lockpicking 2 here again. There's a lockpick tool on this bench. There's a toolbox on this bench, but it's locked. And welded to the bench. Boil of boiling soup. You don't have a suitable vessel. We need like a bucket or something. Knapsack. Cultist masks. It's mostly filled with trash, but you do find a spooky white mask. Weird. +6 mysticality. That's pretty good. Yikes. It's amazing and horrible all at the same time. Oh my goodness. Yep. Alright. This is what we're doing now. You see three different sized bolts on the side of the elevator, which are all very loose. There's a sign that says 3,200 pounds of pressure required and some sort of gauge which currently reads 0. Whatever that means. It's like you're gonna need a wrench. Alright. I'm gonna actually wander from here and see what happens. Aha! See a strange orange glow on the horizon, visible even in the bright sunlight. Spur Una's toward it to investigate, and arrived at a ruined ranch dotted with what appeared to be gateways to hell. There's also a sign that says Hellstrom Ranch, but mentioning that seems like less of a priority than the gateways to hell. What the hell? Go there now. Alright. Go ahead and get the needle out of this haystack so we know it's there. They must have had a real barn burner of a party here. Yeah, no, the mine music is very rude. I don't know what else I can do about that, too. So that's an actual portal to hell. Super yikes. What's we got here? Ringing this will attract the attention of at least one infernal cow. We'll be back to that. The only part of this shed that didn't burn was the part this horseshoe was attached to. Guess it really is good luck. Grab it. Got an item. Lucky horseshoe. Goes in your offhand. Don't turn it upside down or all the luck will fall out. Because luck is apparently a fluid that only exists in 2 dimensions. Alright. So, well, I guess we're gonna ring this bell. And we're gonna see what happens. We're gonna murder some cows for a hot minute. Or at least one cow. Pulled some cows from their home dimension and mercilessly slaughtered them, you monster. Ha ha, just kidding. They're super evil. Tainted beefsteak. This would have been a prime piece of beef full of potential before its owner was taken over by a smoldering demonic spirit. Now it's, well, done. Prep your skinning knife. I don't get anything. Alright. So. Nothing else here right now, seems. Get a bunch of map stuff open. Oh! Eunice's ears perk up and she suddenly veers off course. You approach a weird clearing full of piles of rocks. They make your ears ring somehow. You discovered a new map location, the West Pole. Dismount and investigate. We are not far enough in that we need this yet, but... Pile of weird rocks, mess with them. These rocks are strange. They don't seem to weigh as much as they should, and they're sort of drawn to each other. You could probably make an interesting tarn out of them. Something mystical. An elaborate orrery. Step back and admire your handiwork. It's immaculate. You got a perk, Song of the Seers. You can hear Stone singing all the time. In your head. It's actually kind of annoying. Okay. Let's build something else. An impregnable tower. Heart of stone. Your circulatory system is partially stone now, which makes your blood even more thicker than water than regular blood. Blech. Okay. A cheeky gesture. Step back and admire your handiwork. Handiwork. You got a perk, heavy trigger finger. Plus 3 crystal attack damage. Funny. Let's see. And then this is local weed, which we cannot forage. We got some stats from that. That's good. Hey Pete, what's up? This place feels really weird. Yeah, funny old place at West Pole. Got some strange magnetic properties, you see? What kind of properties? Oh, you know, strange ones. I ain't no scientist or nothing. I think I can taste the fillings in my teeth. Okay. As you're riding along the dusty desert trail, you feel a change in the air. This area is thick with mystical bean energy. You orient your mind along the axis of the powerful magnetic bean field and follow it to a cave. A sign out front reads the Great Garbanzo's secret hideout. Fellow bean wizards welcome. You discovered a new map location. I don't remember this, but I've never been a bean wizard before. Keep out. Unless you are the Great Garbanzo. I'm not the Great Garbanzo, but we're going in his house. It's a revolting sofa. Search it. You found some loose beans in the kitchen. You found an item. All-purpose beans. This is a bag filled with mixed beans, not in the sense that it contains some of every type of bean, but in the sense that every bean it contains is a mixture of every type of bean. Can serve any purpose if you are a master chef. Most of these books are too fragile to touch, but there's one that looks like it's in decent shape. Grab it. Beans Illustrated. Teaches you how to cook advanced bean dishes and make bean iron cookware. Read the book, memorizing each and every recipe. Got a skill, master cookery. Unfortunately, the book was so fragile that your close reading caused it to crumble to dust. Okay. sparkly right here. Oh, you sense a deposit of bean iron. Bean iron nuggets. Okay. Ah, you approach the arcane oven and prepare to ply your mystical trade. So, I don't have Master Cookery 2 and 3 because I just learned Master Cookery. But I can forge bean iron equipment. You can do a spatula, a skillet, or a lapel. You're gonna hit none of the above and leave the other. We have the spatula, but well, I mean, we could make the offhand though, because we don't need the stench flowers all the time. So let's make the offhand. Bean iron skillets. Okay. And then, well, now we have Master Cookery. So we just have to wait to level that up, I guess. Oh, his bed is there. It's the Great Garbanzo's bed. Look under the pillow. Aha! It wasn't a pillow at all, but a bag of beans. Item, all-purpose beans. So, we could theoretically cook something simple, but we don't want to do that yet because we don't want to use up all of our resources. Yeah, I don't remember that at all. Okay. See the familiar palisades of an army fort off in the middle distance. You swing Una's toward and see what it's called. Fort Memoriam. Okay. Fort Memoriam. Here we are. Oh. Huh. This shelf is laden with candy. Help yourself if you want some candy. And we got some candy. A massive pile of candy wrappers and empty snack bags. This, yeah, let's go exploring while that weirdness is going on outside. This shelf is stuffed full of rule books for the weird game those nerds are playing. So, I guess it's a D&D type game. We're gonna study them. You pore over the rules until you understand them perfectly enough to realize they're for an entirely different game than those guys are actually playing. Oh well, at least you learned something useful. Skill up, Master Cookery, level 2. As you're about to walk away from the shelf, you notice a book that definitely doesn't belong here. Intermediate next max. Oh, so we can learn more, more terrible skeleton spells and hurt ourselves more. You power through the stench and find a few gnarled garbage items in the pile. Kurt's fit pants. 7 muscle. I'm gonna grab my water. We're gonna take a big swig of water, because this is a spittoon. So we need water before we start. Alright, here we go. The liquid in this spittoon is bright yellow. I feel that's all that needs to be said about it. Look closer. I'll never understand you. Alright. Well, you crouch down next to the spittoon. From the nauseatingly sweet stench coming off of it, it appears that these nerds haven't been using it as a makeshift urinal, as you may have suspected, but rather they're using bright yellow lemon lime soda flavored chewing tobacco. Unless, well, another possibility is that they have been using it as a urinal, and they're all extremely diabetic, which now I think about it is a real possibility. In fact, it is probable that both of these things are true. Search it. Really? You're just gonna put your hand in the nerd's piss and or spit bucket? Just gonna dive right in there, huh? Just gonna splish splash around in that sticky yellow broth of spit and pee with no restraint whatsoever? I sure am. With a fanfare of sad trombones and a choir of angels retching, a sword rises out of the spittoon, held aloft by a wet, bedraggled, and miserable-looking woman's arm. Since you're already kneeling, The arm wastes no time before tapping you on both shoulders with the sword, splashing your clothes with yellow slime, and officially declaring you Mizzy Cat, Queen Filth. Congratulations! The sword clatters on the floor as the hand drops it with a shudder and withdraws into the spittoon. You got an item. Blexcalibur. This is a replica of King Arthur's sword. You know it's a replica because there's no way history would have allowed the original to be this comprehensively covered in tobacco spit. Deals stench damage instead of physical 6 muscle, and it does the amount of damage we do with our current weapon that was sharpened. So, you know, Blexcalibur, here we go. Grossness. Alright. You got the dude with his guitar here. Alright, let's find out what's going on with these nerds. Not many people would walk around with a cow hat in this day and age. Not to imply they were ever in fashion or anything. Hi, I'm Mizzy. Hey, I'm Melvin. What's with the hat? We're doing historical reenactments. You're playing a tabletop game. Well, okay, sure, but a historical one. Anyway, we only switched to this after we quit doing real reenactments. Why'd you quit? It was too much exercise. Also, somebody kept refusing to lie down when he got killed. You missed. What's this game you're playing? Oh, you probably aren't familiar with this type of board game. It's a very specialized form of entertainment. What I mean is, you seem to be using Flint Rock 4000 rules, but my brother's set didn't have cows. Oh, well, yeah, we had to mod them in ourselves. Cool, huh? Can I play? Well, the rules are pretty complex. I don't think others will want to play a teaching game. I already know it. My brother used to bug me to play him all the time so he could test his strategies. Then, great, yeah, we're short a player on the cow side. Step up to the table and grab some dice. Alrighty. I don't know how to play, but this guy's eating chips like they're going out of style. Wait, he's a nerd. Nerds don't care what's in style. Hi, I'm Mizzy. Hiya, I'm Jeff. You like this game? Yeah, it's pretty fun. I'm working on some rule mods for naval combat so we can do older wars, though. Like conquistadors and Vikings and stuff. Conquistadors versus Vikings would be pretty cool. Man, I know, right? How'd you get into this? Well, I have a lot of time to read at my job. Mostly I read a lot of history. So when I saw a flyer for this historical reenactment thing, I thought it sounded interesting. They'd already quit doing real reenactments by the time I joined, but this is pretty good too. And painting the figurines gives me something else to do at work. Okay. Mom made Rufus stop drinking that brand of soda after he didn't sleep for 4 days and started yammering about putting our cat in a box to see if it was alive or not. Hi, I'm Mizzy. Hi, I'm Buddy. So how do you like this game? It's pretty good. I prefer the science fiction version though. What's that like? It's real interesting. It has vehicles that move without horses, and guns that fire more than once before reloading. Wow, that sounds really imba. How'd you get into this? I was in the actual war. Made it out with only a few scars and a limp. Fortunately, on account of the fact that I spent the whole time hiding in a cave. When I heard about reenactments, I signed up to find out what I missed. This is probably not a lot like what you missed. Yeah, better snacks for one. I'm gonna talk to this guy because I noticed him. This guy doesn't seem interested in the game, he's just noodling around on his guitar. Hey, what's up? Not into the game? Nah, I mean I like games. That's why I hang out with these guys. I got bored of these strategy war games. I want something different. Like what? Well, I like playing the guitar. So I was thinking some kind of guitar game where you pretend you're in a band and you have to hit the right chords. That sounds hard if you don't already know how to play guitar. Yeah, but I thought of making like a real simplified version of a guitar. But then it wouldn't be much fun for me. I have an idea. Instead of pretending to play in a band, why don't you go join an actual band and play guitar for real? I know a place that's looking for talent. Huh. Put my guitar skills to actual use. It's not a bad idea. Okay, cool. It's the Jewel Saloon in Dirtwater. Tell them I... yeah. Tell them I sent you. Thanks a bunch. I'll head out right now. Godspeed, Guitar Man. Guitar is done. Alright, we'll talk to this guy and then... This guy is excitedly and repeatedly describing his favorite kinetoscope reel. Hi, I'm Mizzy. Howdy, I'm Ernie. What's this kinetoscope reel you keep talking about? Oh man, you haven't seen the Dickinson experimental sound film yet? It's amazing. What's it about? Well, there's two guys dancing while a third guy plays a violin into a huge cone. You can actually hear the violin. It's so great. And then a fourth guy walks in. Well, what does he do? Nothing. That's when it ends. Sounds pretty avant-garde. How's the game going? Pretty good. We're on a real winning streak. If we had been in charge of the army when the real war happened, things might have gone a lot differently. Probably the real war was a lot more unbalanced in terms of unit allotments. Good point. Alright, well I guess we're going to try to play this game. This table is covered with weird little toy soldiers and little toy cows and weird dice. Alright. Oh jeez. Which battle would you like to recreate? The Battle of Cow Ridge, 1889. Alright, so we are the cows. I do know this. We are the cows and we must kill the army grunts. Oh, hello, Hermes. I know you want to sit in my lap, but Sophie's already in it. Alright, so we have Hell Missile. We can heal our targets. We can increase the target stat by 1, and it doesn't end our turn. We do 3 damage with Hell Bolts. Yeah, so we are the Bovermind over here. So what we're going to do is we're going to actually buff our, that doesn't attack. So we're going to buff our infantry sphere, and then we're going to, like, 3 damage or whatever, but our infantry sphere actually would probably do, yeah. Okay, so we want to, we're probably going to have to redo this, but that's okay. We're going to smite you again, because that helps. Now he won't be healing. He's going to take out the wall, but that's alright. We may die in the first hit, though. We did not die in the first hit, but that's... We're going to heal ourselves, because that doesn't heal our turn. And then we'll just, we'll almost killed us. Oh, that's right. So we're going to end up wiping here. I'm just going to do that. We're going to surrender. So part of it, Hermes, you're such a mess. Part of it is just where things sit. So like this human, I am the only one that can kill this human. And if more than one ally is injured at a time, this human will heal multiple allies. So we're actually going to buff our cow twice. And then we are going to destroy this healer. Like that. And then we are going to start doing hell bolts to this guy. It's just gonna be a question of if we can kill him before he kills us. It may not be. We may not be successful because we need to hit him 3 times, and he's gonna hit us. Possibly gonna hit us twice before we can. Yes, that's not gonna be quite right. Okay. There's a lot of strategy involved in these particular fights. So they're not hard, it's just a question of balance. So I think what we're doing instead actually is we're gonna destroy this guy. And we should have buffed our cow before, so that's fine, because we're gonna buff it now. Like that. And then the Hellbolt will hit the medic, because we can kill him in 2 turns. And then our cow is gonna end up killing that guy right there. Hopefully, our cow is gonna end up killing that guy. He is buffed, but he did take a hit before we got to him. There we go. Alright, so that's the first one. You prevailed in the Battle of Cow Ridge. Play another one. Battle of Medley. So, now we have many units. Cow Cultist will give me 1 AP back every round. The Blackest Angus will attack the nearest column that has any enemies in it. And then this guy's just going to charge forward. So, we have 5 action points. I think that the first thing we need to do so this Demon Hunter is going to attack the target with the highest physicality, which it looks like is our Cow Cultist, and we don't want our Cultist to die. Like, Cultist is important. Also, the grenades are really bad. So we're going to destroy this guy so that he doesn't immediately blow up our cultist. And then the cultist is going to give us an AP. And then, yeah, he's going to heal. We're going to hit the grenade. That's going to do 2 damage to everybody. Oh, he one-shot our middle cow. Well, the middle cow can't do anything now, so that's fine. We're going to destroy him because he's no good. And that's going to give us an AP back too. That's fine. That guy's down. The healer's going to heal. Okay. We are going to... Well, we can buff 1. So... we can just buff ourselves. Yeah, do that. And then... we will target him so that we can weaken him more. He's going to hit us, but... oh no, he's not, because he's going to die. So all that's left is the healer. And... I think we can just... yep, there we go. Okay, cool. That one's not too bad. Lobber's Battle. So we have many grenadiers. They're all going to throw grenades at us. We want to keep our person here alive. So we actually, I think we're going to buff. Let's buff some stats. And then we're going to utterly destroy this one. Because we have to kill the ones on the sides. Because the Hell Cow is going to kill the ones in front of him. But we have to kill the ones on the sides. Because he cannot reach them. And, yeah, this is a very painful mission. So, this is unfortunate. Because the answer was probably not buffing, which I'll probably will do in just a second when I die, because as soon as the Bover Mine dies, we lose. The answer is not buffing, and we destroy the 2 on either side. The problem is if we don't buff at all, then the Hell Cow, yeah. But we need to not buff at all because then we can actually destroy. That's a hard call. Yeah, that's rough. And doesn't work. It's alright. Okay. Alright, we have to buff the cow at least once so that he can one-shot them. We will destroy this person. Alright. Okay, that's gonna hit us. It's gonna hurt. Okay, and then we're gonna actually heal ourselves. Okay. We'll just start smiting that one. Alright, so now we're down to 2. We're probably gonna lose our, yeah, we lost our cultist. We have 2 action points. We can use one of them to heal, or, you know, use the wrong point. We meant to heal and instead we did AP, so that's going to be a problem. And we're probably going to lose because of it. Okay. Alright. So, we still have some health. We don't have any more AP though, so we are probably going to die now? No, we're just barely going to get it. Fantastic. Cool. So we need one more. The early skirmish. So this one is very hard. This one is hard because you have 2 cultists that will buff you. But the only spells you have are the ones that are yours. Like, this is not going to attack at all. And whatever. So, we are actually going to buff. It's going to seem really strange, but we're going to buff the wall twice, and then we're going to Hell Missile this guy. And then we're going to get 2 AP back, so we have another 3 action points. Did not... I mean, that's right, but... Alright. Action points. We're gonna buff ourselves twice so that we don't instant die, but this is not going to work out the way I need it to. Yeah, I'm too weak. So let's see. What if we do this? I want to see how much health that gives him. I mean, it's better. Because I can keep buffing and healing this wall, but it's not gonna kill this guy. If I buff this one, it doesn't really help with their health, so we're just experimenting because we know we're gonna lose this one. We may call it here. It's a good place to call it soon, because we're getting close to the end of the stream anyway, and my brain is definitely getting a little fried from puzzle solving. Yeah, let's just go ahead and do that. Okay. Yeah, alright. Okay. Alright. So yeah, thanks for coming to my first stream as an affiliate. Yay! If you like my content and you want to support me, feel free to subscribe. If you have Amazon Prime, you get a free subscription for Twitch. You can give me your Twitch Prime subs if you don't know what to do with them. I would appreciate the support. I would love that. I have some stuff going on over on YouTube. YouTube's probably going to get a little quieter because I'm going to focus a little bit more on my streaming. And we're going to have another stream in about 3 hours, and we're going to play more House Flipper. So yeah, thanks so much for coming out. I hope you enjoyed it. Make sure that you drink your water and you have a snack and you just stay chill. I'll talk to everybody later. See ya!